There's one place for the newest drops in wellness and performance, and the biggest sale of the year. It's The Drop by GNC, curating the best of what's new, handpicked by the pros who know what works. And right now, get it all, buy one, get one 50% off during the semi-annual Live Well sale. From crushing workouts to leveling up your nutrition and everything in between, get the best deals on the latest innovations. All the newness is all on sale right now during the Live Well sale on The Drop by GNC.
A password manager should be the first security purchase you make for your team. Why? Because compromised passwords are the #1 way bad actors attack companies, and small businesses are their favorite targets. But unlike a lot of security challenges, passwords actually have a pretty simple solution. 1Password lets you manage all your business's credentials, so you can feel confident that your data stays secure as your company grows. Find out more at 1password.com/special offer and start securing every login.
Parles-tu français?
¿Hablas español?
Parli italiano?
If you've used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based technique teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world. With lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/acast. Spelled BABBEL.com/acast. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Welcome to Alien Eyes Photos Industry Talk with your host, Photographer Jackson. And man, I'm excited. I have a legendary photographer with me. I don't just say that. It's about like 5 great video and camera operators that I personally know, and I call them legends. And he's one of them.
Thank you.
I have next to me PhotoCred Ned.
Oh man, thank you, Steve. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. Not legendary yet. Not legendary. No, man. I'm so much of a student. It's so much to learn to where it's like I haven't achieved. It's not even accolades. It's like achieved a certain skill set just yet to where I'm like, yeah, now I'm in like that space of like where I ain't gonna say you can't do no wrong, but you in that like creative art form realm where you're not by yourself, but you kind of like in your own type of lane, like where you just pleased with everything that you do, that everything kind of makes sense to you. So like once I get in that realm, yeah, I'm legendary. Or once you see people come from up under me that I kind of taught and showed them some stuff, then I think that's the legendary status stuff. So I got a ways to go, but I'm still a novice in this, so I'm still young in this photography.
How long you been doing photography?
I started in 2018 when my younger brother got married in Dominican Republic, but my older brother picked up photography as a hobby. And if I could say it, my older brother better than me in photography even to this day, and he don't even do it as much. Wow. But he learned from a creative and a technical end. So he learned from an actual photographer that was doing competitions and stuff like that. So like how to hold your head a certain way where you can't see the ear on headshots. Like they was very technical on certain things. Like he dialing in on every color part of it. Like the dude, his name is like Jeremy something, but he is, man, like this. Oh, he is so good. But my brother is a technician, like a creative and a technician. He do music, colognes, everything. Like whatever he touch, he's just phenomenal at it. So he showed me photography. And when I did photography, when I learned it, when I went out to the Dominican Republic, I was like, man, this is amazing. But the way he showed me, he was like, look, Ned, I could sell you one of my cameras, or I could sell you one of my cameras and give it to you, and you just put it on auto and just be shooting. Right. Or I could show you the principles of photography. So I was like, man, show me the principles of photography. For 3 days, we didn't shoot at all. He just taught me exposure triangle, this, that, just running it down. The third day, he sat me on his porch and showed me motion. He was like, look, we're going to use the camera, but I'm going to show you how to get the motion of the tires. So I'm going to do it like a longer exposures to get the motion, and we're going to stop time. once I understood that concept, it was a wrap. But it wasn't a wrap as far as me just going out there to shoot. It was a wrap to where it's like I knew this is something I love to do. So it was dope. It was dope. So it kind of started everything for real, for real.
Yeah. Let's talk about how you got the name PhotoCred Ned. I think that's a great name, by the way, because, you know, who took the picture? PhotoCreds go to Ned.
There you go. That's basically where it kind of started. Because I used to, like, when I started photography, I was thinking of, like, man, what's a cool little name for yourself?
Yeah.
But my name is Ned Sanders, like Ned. Everybody goes, just Ned? What is it else? It's just Ned. But I used to see people, like when I see my boy Stretch shoot in the club, or I see people, or used to put on their photography page on the gram, was the PhotoCred by Stretch, PhotoCred by Stephen Midget or Natasha Herbert or something like that. Yeah. And so I was like, damn, PhotoCred. Then I was like, PhotoCred Ned. I just was at work like PhotoCred Ned. I'm like, that's kind of fly. Like, that stuck with me. And then just, I told my brother about it, and I'm like, man, what you think about PhotoCred Ned? And he was like, man, that's dope. That's cool. That fits you. So I was like, hey, I'm going to just go with it like that way. So there we go.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It stuck with me ever since. So it was like, I like that where it's like, now people don't even use PhotoCred no more for their name. It's just like, I like how people just identify me as that, like PhotoCred Ned. Like, I just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a ring to it. But and the reason I call you legendary, because I
appreciate
your
that.
work ethic. I mean, you just pop up to the events and just start, bah, 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 bah. And it's like, to me, I say you never miss, because every photo I seen that you took, and it's like, man, it's almost perfect, if not perfect. So
oh man, I appreciate that.
That's where the legendary status in my eyes come from. Even looking at the keychain, got the camera on.
Yeah, my girl mother gave this to me. They was out of town, and it was just a little.
Oh,
like
it worked.
He ain't taking no pictures. It's just people look at it like, boom. So like, even my brother, he made this for me with the little thing on there too. So it was just like little tidbits and stuff. But I appreciate that too. Mm-hmm. Like, I love, one thing I am when it comes to photography, and it's never to take over space, it's just that I love photography. I think people need to understand, like, my perspective of photography is that I absolutely love it beyond work. If I told people, I was like, man, if I hit the lottery today, tomorrow, I'm going to still be a photographer.
Exactly.
So it's just like, when I go into spaces, I could be there it could be a party for me to chill. Like, man, I'd be like, man, I need my camera. Yeah. And it's not because it make me, and I love the control of it. It's like I get to control the space that I'm in. I get to be more, I can approach anybody, but it gives me access to approach people. So it's like, when I grab my camera, it's like, oh, I got all these people in here. This is a networking event. I'm taking full advantage of this. It's like, and it's not to dismiss any other photographer or anything like that. It's just like, man, I go in with a mindset of like, now I'm comfortable because I got my camera. Now I can move comfortably how I love to move, because I done did it so many places, so many different situations or different city. I done did that same exact thing. So like, when I go in there in those places, I look at the surroundings. I look at everything, and I look like, okay, how do I want to use my light to take these pictures? So if I'm looking at things with high ceilings, high white ceilings, vaulted ceilings, I'm looking at things with black areas or something like that. What modifiers do I need? How do I want to take these shots and make them all consistent with my brand? So, and it's like a math or video game to me when I'm shooting. So it's just, I love that. I love that part of it.
It's a great analogy. It's like a video game. Wow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Science experiment. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what, like, I used to game with my brothers and my cousins. So it's like, when I got to doing photography, I stopped gaming, because this this has stimulated me in the same space as a video game. So it's like, when I go shoot and come home and retouch, oh man, this is like, it stimulates me the same exact way. So it was just like, that's why I don't mind spending hours and hours on the computer, because I'm I'm feeding the same that same beast of like gaming. So it's just like, hey, it's colors in front of my face, so it's dope. It's like math when you figuring that stuff out. So
I sometimes hear that's therapeutic, you know.
yeah,
Being in your zone, just like therapy.
man, when you in there and you know you doing something, it's art, man. It's like the best thing because it's gratifying, man. Like somebody, what did the guy say? He said, I think a photographer said something that something is vanity, insanity. He was saying that I'm gonna figure out the quote, but it ain't even got nothing to do. It ain't technically just photography. He was saying that turnover is vanity and profit is sanity, which was on point because it's like as a photographer or creative, like our vanity is the turnover we give to our clients. Like taking these shots, coming in here, giving this to we're so vain because we love our work.
Right.
But we work, people don't understand the work that we put into what we do. So the profit got to keep us sane. So I like when he said that, I thought that was like a very profound quote because, man, like sometimes I just love what I do and I do stuff for free. Like, and people don't even know how much stuff that I do things for. But like, it get to a point where it's like, man, you still have to feed the beast. Things have to be profitable. Like all the stuff that we do, people don't know. Like when they say you put your 10,000 in, you a master of your craft. I done put about 25 in, and I still put stuff in. I still don't feel I'm a master. So, like that has to be reciprocated. Like, and it's to my discretion of what I want. That's why I love the business part of it, like the profitable side. Yeah. Because it's like I was doing this for a long time, not understanding value, but now I'm like, man, I get what I want because this is what I want, and it's not negotiable, you know. So, or if it is negotiable, it's to my discretion. Right. So that's why I love it.
Man, that's amazing, and you know, I've learned something too. There's definitely been events. I mainly do events. I brand myself as an event photographer, so if there's an event or a video production that, you know, either don't agree with me or something that I know is going to be a headache at the end of the day, you know, I price it accordingly versus something I love or they have an impact or a good message. You know, I kind of, you know, we can negotiate the price. And, so let's take it back all the way to like towards the beginning versus your first photo shoot that you charged for. Oh. What was that price?
Man, that probably was like $50, $75. I think I looked at something old. It had to be in that $50, $75 round. And I this is the one thing, if I could ever tell people, like upcoming photographers, if you ever jump into photography, please go with a studio of a seasoned photographer. Like go into that Steph Midget studio, go into that Jordan Cage studio, go into anybody who is offering studio time that you have to pay a monthly fee for. That will, you will jump light years in front of people when it comes to photography. And I'm not saying it always have to be skill set, but in photography, business is always the biggest word. Ooh. So like, I don't care what it is. It's people that don't necessarily have to have your skill set, but if they understand the business, they will jump light years ahead of people because it's like they understand it. And like when I was around like those, like with Stretch or Natasha or Omar or Jordan Cage, Steph Midget, like those people, and talking to them, it was like they always use, man, hike your prices up. Like, hike your prices up. Because we all we all separate entities, but we all in this pot together to where it's like if everybody shooting and the prices is fluctuating so far, and that's the thing about, like, the upcoming photographers, that it's not necessarily a skill set that I would say, like, the upcoming photographers have. It's like they understand the gear quicker. They understand, like, gear is becoming so good and the software is becoming so good. conceptually, all you need to do is have truly an eye, because your cell phone is like, that's if you got good composition with your cell phone, anybody can take a good picture if you just know how to take a picture. If a person know how to pose correctly, or you know how light is, a person could run laps with people around with a cell phone if they just know how to take a good picture. But like now, when they jump into photography, now like the younger cats, they don't understand like the actual value. Like, man, bro, you can pivot. Just get around somebody who is seasoned, who make money off of their photography. You will be wealthy beyond your means if you charge the right way. And some things are, they are negotiable. Like, you could go to events and all of that type of stuff. It's been times where, man, I may hit an event because I know what I just did for that 1 or 2 hours or 1 hour is going to make me $5,000 within the next 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And I'm just going in there, boom, 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 just to network. But I'm also knowing how to market my shots too. So I'm looking for smiles. I'm anticipating smiles. So when I hit events, it took a while to learn how to market, because I know technically I could take a good shot, but marketing wise, I need to know how to take what shot. So I had to sit there, I'll ear hustle people, and I'll ear hustle surroundings, and I'll eye watch things when I'm walking through. So I'll look at people conversations.
Yeah.
Because I know somebody about to start laughing. All I need to do is get that. If I took a thread on Instagram, and my threads is 20 pictures, or 10 or 20 pictures if you want to. If I took a picture of this event and had everybody, majority of the pictures, they laughing and smiling, man, laughing and smiling is going to make you feel good.
That's right.
It's going to make you feel good. Then I had to learn the color temperatures. Warmer, they did a poll between warmer and cooler shots. More people, like 70 to 80% of people tend to like the warmer shots than the cooler shots. Cooler shots you can go with, but it got to be an artistic vision. But our skin tones is all warm. Everybody love that tan, that type of flavor, period. So your warmer shots is going to end up kind of being the more favored. So once I started learning certain things and learning my camera, man, events was like, I could eat up an event quick, and know how to, and be very personable with people and get people to smile, get people to give me the candidates that I want. So it's a lot though. I know I'm talking a lot, man.
No, man, you do. That's why we here, We don't know, don't get this often, so it's good to hear this, for real.
I appreciate it, man.
And I'm glad you brought up the color temperature, the warm and cool.
Yeah.
And to break it down for people that don't understand photography, that's more of the sunny orange, yellow tones versus the cool blue. I know a lot of people take it to heart in movies. And
absolutely. Like, I look at it for different type of shots. Like, you could use it like the Kelvin meter. Like, Kelvin meters is on every camera, but they're better when you shoot, like, for people who don't understand RAW and shooting in JPEG. So your RAW files, like, as a photographer, you want to always, as a novice or whatever the case is, I would always suggest to shoot in RAW. Only time I say shooting JPEG is if you are, let's say you shooting I never shot a football game or something like that. Yeah, but I would think that they would tell you to shoot kind of like more JPEG pics, because they need those quick and to turn them around super quick.
Yeah, you shooting thousands of photos.
Yeah, you shooting thousands of photos and you shooting real quick. So, but for the most part, I'm always shooting in RAW, like every single time. So the RAW files allow you to manipulate your files more. So, like, even if I shot something in a cooler tone, I could pull those colors back in my Kelvin meter, or snatching a neutral gray on there and color picking it and getting it back to a neutral color. So that's the thing, like with those color tones, but you can be intentional going a cooler way. So like if I'm outside and I'm shooting in the winter, I may go a cooler way because it's catered for the occasion, because it's outside, it's cool. Like I'm looking for those type of, I'm not so curious about those warmer tones. I want to make the shot look cold intentionally.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow. And I know you brought up Jordan Cage. I know Miss Omar.
Yeah.
That's like my god brother. That's my brother's best friend that grew up with the Collinwood. And
Nice.
you know, he brought me
He
under
took a little sexy picture in the background. You see that one he posted?
Oh.
The R&B joint.
Yeah, that's when he was doing music. Like,
Man, he was singing?
No, he was doing rap.
Oh, what?
And, he actually got me into like the studio he was going to with music. Like, I was recording myself.
Oh, get out of here.
I had a microphone from the PlayStation game. It was a rap game.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this is the same thing you plug in the computers. I tried that. I started recording myself. And he was like, nah, man, if you're going to take it seriously, you need to take a crash seriously. He saw my notebooks. There was like holes, ripped papers. He's like, you got to get you a good bounded notebook. If you got to take your stuff seriously. I'm like, okay. It's just a notebook, but all right. But, you know, that stuck with me. And then even now, like, from music, now we're both in photography.
Man.
He's stepping into the video more, same with you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm just loving the growth. But I know him as 01.
I'm calling him 01 next time I see him.
Yeah, that's my brother, man.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
I haven't learned any skills with him through photography, but like just, you know, if I ever need something, he's always there.
Nice.
So,
that's dope. Like, yeah, he's definitely like him and my boy Dave, Artful Panda. They cool. They've been cool for a while, so I knew him from him, but then I ended up knowing him a little bit more in the photography world. And like, even when I first started, it was just like I didn't know none of them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only person I really knew was Natasha Herbert, and Natasha Herbert was my dog from after high school.
Yeah.
Like, I graduated from John Hay, then we ended up going to East Tech. But I ended up getting cool with Natasha. Like, when me and Natasha been cool since I was like 19 on out. But we like, that's my dog, that's my heart. I love her to death. So, like, I didn't know nobody. And then what made me kind of jump into photography and start charging, because I seen her say this one time on the gram. She was like, she had a post where she was like, man, look, photography is so wide open in Cleveland that we all can eat. And when she said that, it made me feel like, oh, I'm not stepping on nobody's toes if I charge. You know, it's a lot of people out here that's shooting, that's charging. So it's like, it's plenty of money to go around. And once I understood that, it was like, oh yeah, this is something I'm charging. I'm investing in all my equipment. I'm about to do this. So that's what made it just, I appreciate her because she gave me the mindset to like, yeah, go ahead and charge. So even when it wasn't nothing, $50, $75, it was, you glad to charge something. So that's why I say, like, if the young photographers, if you can, if they ever tell you anything, hey, it costs $350 to $400 to be here for a month, it is by far the best investment that you could ever make. Mostly, they always have their lights there. You probably can shoot 24/7. You gonna make the money back ASAP, and they gonna get you to charge correctly, and they gonna show you stuff on top of that. So if a person just said like, okay, let's say Steph Midget spot, let's say, I don't know, maybe the 400 something to go there a month. What all you gaining and gathering, going to these spaces, renting these places out, you under a wing of photographers, they're going to sharpen your skills.
Yes.
Like, within a year, you're going to be able to do profitable shots. Like, you're going to be able to make a good living as a secondary or a primary income. So I definitely encourage anybody. That was the one thing I wish I would have did. My thing was just that I felt like I had a better teacher than everybody else. Like, my brother was my ultimate mentor when it came to photography. Yeah. So, like, the stuff that he was telling me, I wasn't getting it from nobody else. But I never invested in anybody else neither. But I never seen any other photographers really do the different type of stuff. So I used to see, like, within Cleveland, it was just like, I used to look at people work and I'm like, man, these pictures is dope.
But, and this ain't no knock, everybody's stuff looked the same. It looked like I seen 4 or 5 photographers where they are all shooting like elite levels, but it was like, man, I can't tell the difference between each one, even though everything looked great.
Right.
So my thing was like, man, I want to shoot different. I want to be able to do how they shoot with that high-end retouch, but I also want to find me in a sense and I'm going to figure out a way to find me to where I could be slightly different. And that's what I kind of tweaked my craft amongst my peers. But in the same sense, ain't none of this stuff new anyway, because everybody taken from somebody, you know. So I just wanted to be like within Cleveland in this type of stuff. I want to be slightly different with what I do. So
yeah, I mean, I could even say I'm still finding my style.
Yeah,
like I take great photos. People like, oh, you take amazing photos, but it's like how this photo. I know that's alien. That's alien.
Yeah.
You know?
But I love that though. You know, listen. That's the thing. I would rather somebody say that's alien or, man, that could be about 4 or 5 of them. I don't know.
Well, I'm
You
still
know what I'm
finding
saying?
that to where people can say that.
Yeah, and but you want to see. I say like this, to dig into yourself and find who you are, man. You can't be scared.
It's a trick to it, though, because like you said, being marketable and taking those key shots, being artistic and having the photos marketable for business to use it to market, like that combination of both. And like my brand is Alien Eyez Photos Media, more of the cooler tones, not always, but it's branded under the cool tone. Blue is one of my branded colors, so I try to stay on that cool tone. But I know, like you said, what pictures are marketable and what to shoot for. So I do those safe photos, but I always try to experiment something, especially on weddings. I love weddings.
I love them too, man. Yeah, you definitely want to do it the most flattering way, and that's where. And it's not like I'm catering to people needs and wants. You're not trying to do that too much, but you also know what's getting you referrals too.
Right.
So like, and that's the thing that I'm always looking at. I'm always paying attention to things. Like for me personally, when it came to events, I like stretch work the most. And the only reason why I say I like stretch work the most when it came to events, because stretch was doing something that I didn't see nobody else do. So when it came to the events, if you pay attention, I look at, and I'm real critical, like on how, like the technique of what people are doing.
Yeah.
So like, and that's what makes me, so like, I'll see something like, okay, when it comes to portrait work, I want to do something close to Lindsay Allen. She is a New York photographer, fashion photographer, amazing, super dope. But my brother always said, like, if you ever want to get better, look at a picture and see how it's shot. Just look at it. Don't look at the BTSs. Just look at the shot and see where the light is coming at, where the highlights and the shadows lay at. Look at everything about this picture, and you'll be able to kind of understand like where the kick lights, where the key light was at, where all of those type of lights, where the hair light is at. So when I looked at Stretch's photography, his was the hardest to figure out, because it was like, man, how is he popping flash on people, preserving the environment with strobes and everything? Like when he hit those clubs, catching the moment where it's in the fast motion, where they popping bottles and getting the sparkles. Like when you sit there and break down and analyze the actual shot of what he shot, you thinking like, what settings on his camera that he got this at? Like I will always think of that. Like, what is he doing? And it took me, I knew I could take clean shots. I knew I could do all of that stuff. But the main thing was, what's more important, a technical shot or a good shot? And once I understood like a good shot is better than a technical shot, photography made more sense. It gave me more freedom,
because I could technically shoot a clean shot in a club, but that clean shot, I might be trying to shoot a clean shot and miss the moment. So you gotta. When I tell people, if I could ever tell anybody anything, when you go into a club, camera first, light second. You exposing for the environment first. Right. That's why I say camera first. So you set, I'm adjusting my camera for the club, for the event.
And beyond, yep.
And then I'm putting my flash on the back end. So most people do flash first. That's those paparazzi shots in camera second. So they want to expose a certain type of way with their light. No, I'm exposing for the club because most people don't know your capabilities of your camera. Like, and check what type of camera you have. So if you're an event photographer, go more of a camera that's good in low light. That means I can push my ISO higher.
Right.
If I can push my ISO higher, like I shoot with Z6s. So I know my native ISO is at 12,000. So check where your native ISO is at. So I could go push my camera to 12,000. Do I ever do it? No. I'm up. Sometimes I'll 6,400. I'll push it over there 6,400 if I had to. Shoot around maybe 3.245 in my shutter and maybe 125 in my I'll shoot 3.2 or 3.5 at my
so high speed sync?
No, I ain't doing no high speed
sync. You said 3.2?
I like not in my shutter and my my
f-stop.
Yeah, my aperture. I shoot like 3.2 or 3.5, and then in my shutter, I'll shoot around 125. And if I just need to, I'll go to 80 because I got Eyez that stabilization inside my camera. Yeah. So I'm calculating everything, or I might have vibration reduction on my lens. So I've been shot in the club at 40 on my shutter if I had to. Yeah. Because I'm pulling in the lower you go on your shutter, the more ambient light you bringing into your camera.
That's right.
So it's like I'm already calculating that, and I'll do so much research. So when I edit, I'm always looking at YouTube, learning stuff. So I'm editing YouTube, looking at. If I can't watch it, I'm listening to it. So I'm thinking of every single thing. That's why I say, like, I put my hours in, but I'm still learning because every situation you go in is totally different. So it's like I'm looking at every site, anything, because I love this, man. It's my passion. Yeah. Love it.
I kind of want to touch on it like that education and that research and studying. Like you saying, studying other people's work and being on YouTube or even, consulting with other people in the industry, mainly photographers. So how important, because I know you're busy, how, in a relationship, I don't know if married or not.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship now.
So I know how that is, same boat. Yeah. And how important is that for balance, whether, being, quality time with the family and the loved ones versus studying and, taking the gigs and editing? How do you allocate that time for self-improvement?
The way I try to use that time, I will, like, the one thing about it, I got my girlfriend, she's super supportive. She's and she's her own entrepreneur too. And she's a real estate agent as well. So I love it because we both have things that we both respect each other's time and business.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm more productive in the morning. I'm a morning person. I can get up like 5 o'clock in the morning, and like my old job was a 6 to 2 weekends off. It's like 6 in the morning, 2 and then the weekends off. So I'm programmed for the morning. So like now I'm just like, I find times where I know I'm very productive at. It's either in the morning or if I do an event and I got my stuff with me and I can edit right then. Because when I do an event, I'm on adrenaline. Like, all right, I ain't tired. Right. Only unless I done did a wedding or something around 5.5, 6 hours, then I was like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
But if I did like a 2-hour event and it was a turn up, oh yeah, if I got my stuff with me, boom, 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 I can rock out. But I balance things based off of like how I like a view my week. So I'll see some things like, but I'm still right. This is in a space where I'm still learning. So I'm not I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't miss time, dates, and all of that type of stuff. Just miscalculating life, you know? But one thing about me, if I have ever miscalculated something or I didn't deliver in a timely frame, I am the type of person, man, I'll make it up tenfold to somebody. Like, and I will go out my way to make it up to somebody, because it's like people invest in what we do. And I do photography so much, sometimes that gets away from us as the owner or the entrepreneur, to where it's like, man, somebody is truly investing $350 every session for a photo shoot. We got a luxury expense. So like, and when people come to me, they're not coming regular. They getting their makeup done, their hair done, their outfit. So they might be $1,000 in on this photo shoot just to put on social media. They don't even frame it, half of this stuff. They just doing it for the gram and
our website.
Yeah, or a website or something, or really for social media, for real.
Yeah,
like it really boiled down to it. You $1,000 in on, so we're a luxury expense, but I don't take that for granted. Like, man, when those people come in and they scared to death, ain't never took a picture in their life, it's such an honor that I get to work with them, because of, man, the one thing people will always tell you, any review of any shoot I ever did, people will tell you their comfort in me. They'll be like, man, I love working with Ned because I'm having fun. I know this is weird. I know it's like, you ain't the person taking your selfie today, girl. I'm taking it.
Right.
Oh, it's like, I love that portion of it, to where it's like I get to give you a great experience that it's no preconceived notions, or even if you did, I done broke all those preconceived notions because I'm here having fun with you. I'm not even letting you think that we in a photo shoot. Mm-hmm. We have a casual, fun conversation. Oh, but I need this shot right here. Oh, you look good, girl. Hey, I need you to do this turn real quick. Let me get this little shot. Yeah. I already got all of the things I want to, but I'm building a confidence in this love for their self, this liberation within the client, to where it's like, I like doing that with women, and I love doing that with men, because men are more standoffish when it comes to photo shoots.
Especially weddings. Ooh.
Man, they be like, and then it's like, man, when you see you want them to preserve their masculinity and still be cool. Yeah. And when you get that shot of them, they be like, man, this was raw, bro. Like, man, you dope, man. You the best ever. Like, wow, I ain't got to the meat of this, man. Yeah. No pun intended.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, speaking with a new photographer, they're, maybe went to college and they kind of want to take it professional. They never charged yet, but they're looking to charge and want to step into that full-time entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
How important is the client experience for them?
You saying, like, as far as
making them comfortable, making sure, everything goes well, serving the customer?
Oh, yeah, that's number one. You got to be able to do that. Like, when I do photo shoots with people, especially if they never did a photo shoot before, I can tell them my light could look good, you could look good, you could have on Gucci, Louis Vuitton, hair could be done, you got the top makeup artist in the city do your stuff. We could be in the most luxurious space. Everything could look great, but if you don't have no confidence, I can see it on every picture. So the thing that I beg of people and I build up in clients is confidence. Like, you have to smile with them. You have to laugh at them. You have to refrain from saying certain things. You cannot show your emotions when it comes to certain clients if they did something that was maybe inappropriate, or if they did something that was not flattering. So you have to walk them back into a space, because the thing about photography is that even that they don't understand about what we see, the forest beyond the trees. So we see everything. I see everything of how this session need to go. Mm-hmm. I see the shot that I need from you. When you give me a reference picture, okay, cool. You not that person in that picture. You might not be capable of doing that type of move, but this is our origin point. This is our reference point. So we're going to take that, use it as a reference, but we're going to own the shot. We gonna do what we want to do with it. So, and I sell that to people, and I get them going and get them to understand, like, man, just trust me. Just trust me. Like, and once I get to shooting with them and they'll see those shots, and usually I'll shoot to a point where I get that shot that I know where that shot look good. Then once I show them that, then it kind of like, oh, okay, I trust this guy.
Yeah.
I trust this guy. So I say, like, with your with the new photographers, man, you have to give them a grand sense of comfortability. Like, because if they not comfortable, man, I probably worked with one client that just was like, she was like, but I needed that because it helped me to see how important it was to get them comfortable. So, like, now, like, man, I go in there, man, I turn out to be people's best friend. Because I understand, I never undermine how much that's how vulnerable you are when it comes to photography, man. Like, when somebody else is taking your picture, I know for sure I had to take some naked pictures with a photographer, so that was like, it was dope, but it was
different.
Because it gave me, I had to understand, like, what people went through. It was with Steph Midget for his birthday. He took pictures of like 25 different photographers, nude, but all we had was a piece of equipment over our cell. And he didn't edit these pictures neither. He just put them in black and white, put them up in his studio for people to see on his birthday. It was the most livest thing. I'm like, all right, when he told me about it, I'm like, bro, this is one of the rawest ideas ever. Like, I got to be a part of this. This is art.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my whole time, he's like, all right, bro, we going to shoot this day. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. So I'm like, boom, nervous, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to give him some stuff too. I'm going to pose. If I ain't going to do nothing else, I'm going to pose today.
I remember hearing about that. Actually, her mother, she was one of those photographers.
That's so dope. It was dope. And then look, I ran out of poses and he kept shooting. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing else. I'm like, he kept shooting. I'm like, bro, stop. Yeah. He was like, no. And then it made sense because when he didn't stop shooting, he kept shooting. It made me feel vulnerable, and I was nervous and scared because I was all out of ideas, and I'm like, and it made me feel what my clients feel, and it was just like, man, in this moment, it just made more sense to where I always have an appreciation for my clients and making them feel comfortable because that you got to because it's like. It's hard for me to even shoot a client where they not talkative, where they just in here like, oh, okay. It's like,
I definitely been through that, and sometimes it's hard, but like more of portraits, photo sessions, music kind of alleviates that. Well, what's your favorite song?
Yeah.
I don't have one. Then I play something. Oh, can we play? Oh,
yeah. It take them a while to warm up. That's the thing about clients, man. It take them a little while. Once they warm up, man, the electricity that you have, it's like y'all on the planet by yourself, and y'all get to create. And that's the thing that I love. That's what I love about people who don't model. But when you got those creatives, what you work with, ain't a magic in the world like that when two creatives get together. It's the greatest thing of all time. It's like you can't do no wrong. That's what I love about it, man. But I love it though, man. It's dope.
Yes, it is. And I know you kind of spoke on those early days, working 9 to 5. It wasn't 9 to 5, but it was started at 6, but 9 to 5 grind. I know you had to wake up early, but how do you prevent burnout in a field where you're often working evenings and weekends?
Are you talking about like when it comes to photography, or are you talking about photography and work? Like when I was working my job?
Or well, both. Or now photographers like mainly events are like in the evenings or weekends, prime time.
Yeah. Okay, all right. With burnout is for real.
It is.
So it's like, and sometimes like you don't know that until you really start, until like the clientele start growing. Then it's like you can't, you always got to treat your business as if it's the top, like if it's the top business, because you don't, like I don't never like to say like small businesses. Only time you want to say small business is when you're going for a grant. But but for the most part, if you business is business, you competing with Portrait Innovations, with other photographers. So guess what? You gotta think big. So, and you gotta think big for big occasions, because when it go the other way, you better be ready. Because when those floodgates come through, man, them people, hey, I need you. Man, it's been so many times where I wasn't prepared that I missed those DMs. Man, I done missed probably, I couldn't tell you how many $1,000 worth of DMs I done missed, just because I wasn't ready for that influx of people. So I think, like, when it comes to balancing all of that, of like that overflow, you just have to, man, don't take on more. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, because like I used to say yes at everything, and then and then I used to say yes at everything and was undervalued. And then you saying yes to things where you're not getting paid makes you dislike your passion. You know, so I had to get to that point where, hey, all right, y'all can use me, but it's going to cost you, and this is what's going to cost you. So if I'm this valued at this price and y'all all cool with it, that's cool. But at the point that I ever feel overwhelmed with that, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? My prices go up. Now I ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I had to talk to God about hiking my prices up. So when I talked to God about like a number that I was comfortable with, and I said it out loud like 10 times, oh yeah, this is my price point now. So yeah, I'm not for everybody. When I did that, it was people that was gonna pay it. It was people that wasn't, and I was cool with it either way. I didn't care about missing out on the money. And then too, I would always send that to other people. So it's like, that's a community of photographers that we in. Even though I can't get it, but I know good photographers that could take care of you and do that. Yeah, our stuff may not be the same, but I want you to be taken care of because this is your budget. You know, it's just when you have those people with champagne taste on a beer budget, you know, it's like, all right, now I can't. That's why I give them plenty of options. You can give me for 1 hour. Okay, you want to give me for multiple hours? Well, this is the price for multiple hours. Yeah. So I had to think of it in a way to where it made sense for me and the client. So,
how big is finding that like happy medium? Maybe it's like a client that you want to work with, but you know they don't have a budget.
I missed out on some bread one time. It was crazy you said that. I had it was this one client that I worked with, and they had to have these headshots. And it was like maybe about 20 people. Yeah. So I had quoted them for like maybe about $4,000 for the headshots. I forgot. It was somewhere around there. It was like $4,000. But then it was this other company that the other company was upstairs, and they had like.
There's one place for the newest drops in wellness and performance, and the biggest sale of the year. It's The Drop by GNC, curating the best of what's new, handpicked by the pros who know what works. And right now, get it all, buy one, get one 50% off during the semi-annual Live Well sale. From crushing workouts to leveling up your nutrition and everything in between, get the best deals on the latest innovations. All the newness is all on sale right now during the Live Well sale on The Drop by GNC.
Guys, it's no use putting it off. The best time for an underwear refresh is now. Tommy John underwear is designed for a perfect fit that stays put all day. There's zero chafe thanks to 4 times more stretch than competing brands. And their innovative horizontal quick-draw fly is a game changer. With over 30 million pairs sold, there are thousands of men out there more comfortable than you. Don't settle for less. Go to TommyJohn.com today for 30% off site-wide with code COMFORT. That's TommyJohn.com/comfort. Tommy John. Comfort perfected.
Like over 35 people, but their budget was only at $1,500. But I really wanted that one. Like I wanted both of them, but I wanted both of them. But it was hard for me to not quote these people for this $4,000 and then say I can knock down these people, which these people that had 35 plus people wanted $1,500, but they even wanted me to do a little bit more work, like headshots and portrait. You know what I'm saying? Like a full body portrait. And I wanted to do them bad because all of the people that I was doing were prestigious people. I knew they was going to be clients. I knew if I could get 10 of them people, they was going to be clients. And then when I think of a client, I think of if I get you one person, I'm going to get you for life some type of way. Because whether I get you in business, you're going to need family shoots, you're going to need something. So, but I didn't get that shoot for the $4,000 and I didn't get the shoot for the 15, but the 15 was sitting in my lap. But I just could not tell them I was going to accept the 15, even though I wanted that one bad. I wanted that one bad because I knew that one was going to give me so much more than the 4. It's just that I worked with that company previously, and if I would have went down to there, I could never have went back up to there.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just trying to find a good negotiating way to say, I can't do this, but I can do this.
Right.
But I would like to come back to this at some point in my life if y'all can honor that.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things.
Word,
but me sticking to my word, missing out on that $4,000 and that 1,500, the next month I pulled in like 12 grand. You know what I'm saying? So some things ain't technically for you at that point. Like, you got to find out what's for you. So, yeah, it kind of hurt, but I stood on what I felt that was right. You know, like me, what I built, what I said was etched in stone, was on that paper when I sent it, or that digital file when I send those prices over. This is what I stand on. This is what it costs for this type of service. So when I did that, man, it's like, come on, man, I locked in bigger clients.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't be seeing so far down the line. But if you believe in what you believe in, man, you'll lock in those clients, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So it kind of sounds like if you get a client, or it could be a friend or anybody, but they like your work the first time, going all the way back to the client experience, and you excelled in it, you know, it's almost like a lifetime client.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a lifetime client?
Yeah, I got a girl that I shoot for 5 years. I've been full-time, October be 5 years. So
Congrats.
I'm full-time photographer. I shoot her and her son every year at the end of the year. It is the most gratifying thing, because it's like, man, I plan on seeing this kid grow up out of school. I just seen her yesterday, matter of fact, at a lounge, and she had a tragedy that happened with her, and it like, you feel it, because it's not like man, I take a picture, boom, boom. It's like, man, you keeping up with people. It ain't no different from a barber to a kid sitting in a chair with him that he just gonna cut his hair he gonna know his family.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, I get clients that, man, I get this. I get them on a business shot. Oh, I need family pictures. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Oh, we locked in for life. And the more and more I deal with them, the more situations I have. I may have somewhere a deal come up where I hit the client up. Hey, look, I don't know what you got going on, but I'm running this special for this month. Like, boom, 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 just catch me. I don't have to tell nobody nothing. I just let them see from promo. But those type of people, I always kind of like, hey, blah, 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 this is what's going on. So it's like, and then sometimes it don't even be about the bread. Sometimes it'll be like, we be locked in so deep to where it's just like, man, I might pull up on them and just bless them. Like, boom, boom, boom. Man, y'all take that. Y'all take care. You know what I'm saying? Because we do so much business to where it's like, man, I'm always a person that remember so much stuff with people, you know, to where it's like, man, thank you. Thank you. Like, I love this business, but, man, people will see me out there with my camera. I just shoot. I go out in these Cleveland events and shoot and go shoot. It's therapy for me. It's perfect practice. It's networking. You gain so much stuff doing that, man. So it's and you build clientele. You build clientele. Like, those networking events, go out there. You have to guerrilla market yourself. Put your feet on the ground and use your skill set. And you never know what arena you will fall into dealing with one person just going. Because, man, it will open you up. Like, man, God will, I got something for you, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. So, man, listen. Whew, I didn't worked out.
So it sounds like marketing is important.
Yeah.
So what has been the most effective way that you've marketed, whether that's word of mouth or referrals from other clients? Instagram.
Instagram was the reason why I quit my job.
Okay.
And I was making good money there. And it was just that I had a product that I was good at to where it's like, boom. Man, Instagram is the best way. Man, people sell so much stuff, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or anything like that.
And how much do it cost?
Nothing.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Instagram is free. So it's like, man, I show my skill set, but I have before I jumped into photography full time, I wanted to make sure that I could do certain things. Now, I might not be the best portrait photographer in the city. I might not be the best event photographer in the city. I might not be the best wedding photographer in the city. I might not be the best headshot photographer in the city. I might not be the best product photographer in the city, but I'm good at marketing all 5 of those. And that's the difference between me and most photographers. Like, I'm like a one-stop shop when it comes to everything. Anything that I do marketing on, like far as product, wedding, I'm like all, like if you rating it 5 stars, I'm 4 on all of them. Like I see my skill set in the 4s on all of them. Everybody know I shoot clean, and I'm very technical when it comes to lighting. So like, and that was the thing when it came to photography, that I wanted to be. I don't want you to go to that other photographer for this marketing shot. Like with your product, come to me. I do it, but I'm gonna show you the proof is in the pudding. So everything that I do, especially when it comes to retouching, most people send their stuff off now to retouchers. I don't. Everything I do, I may have sent 2 or 3 jobs in my lifetime to a retoucher just to see how it was gonna do, and 2 of them was with 2 clients, and 1 of them was with somebody that wasn't a client. And this might have been 2 years ago. Everything I do, I retouch myself. And that's no knock against other people, but my main thing when it comes to retouching, this is my main thing with retouchers. It's like a painter, like a person who drawing and a person who painting. If you drew something on a canvas, let's say it was etched in, and you the artist, and you formulated this idea. Yeah. Boom. Then somebody come in and paint what you drew. Whose art is it now? You may have came with the original idea, but what do people see? They're going to see the retouch, the final look of it. Man, retouchers take pictures to the upper top level. Now, I'm not saying like, okay, if Maybelline was on the line and they gave me hey, Ned, I need you to shoot this. Guess what I would be doing?
Right.
I'd be spending top dollar for the top retoucher to take this because I need it to be taken to it because I know they're prestige, top dollar. We getting the top dollar. And I'm telling y'all, this retoucher did this on my picture. Yeah. So the retoucher getting credit anyway. And that'd be my main thing. Like, that's my main gripe when it comes to certain stuff. Because it's like, yeah, y'all do it, but I respect the original idea of it. And that's what make me like, and like now software, the way software is, you can do it yourself. You don't need a retoucher unless you just don't have the time for it. Yeah. And you get like an unflux volume of stuff where you just need a retoucher. I just be thinking like, man, what if this retoucher blow up in India and Pakistan and I need to knock this stuff out for this client that's on my yams. He needed in a couple hours, and the retoucher ain't nowhere to be found. I got to bust this edit down. That's be my mentality. So I always looked at it like with retouchers, just like I can never. I love what I do. Remember, like I think to a certain degree, like, but it's depending on how you look at it. If you're looking at it as strict business, I'm just here to make money. I could care less about the creativity process. I don't care about the creative stuff. Yeah. I never want to do an exhibit. I don't care. I'm just here to run it up. then go get your go have your business operation the way you see fit. But when I'm talking about pure purists, listen, like that's the other side of it. I don't talk about like, cause as humble as I am, and I'm extremely humble. Like, man, I got an arrogant side of me too when it comes to this because I'm a competitor, you know. So it's like when it comes to like the nitty gritty stuff of it, it's like I don't be caring. Like,
Wow.
That's the other side. You ain't heard of me, Steve.
Yeah,
that's how I took it.
I heard a lot of quite a few photographers. You know, they do have researchers. I mean, not even people that work closely with them, like you said, maybe India or somewhere overseas.
Yeah, and I ain't knocking it if they could do it. Like, if you got a retoucher, if you could retouch the way they retouch, oh, I ain't knocking it. Then retouch, I'll never knock it, like ever. Like those type of people, because I know your work. But who am I at the end of the day to really say anything about anybody? As long as you're getting your money and you're taking care of your family. But when it comes to like a purist or a certain person of like skill, when I'm looking at skill, like, man, it's a separation. When I get to separating things, I'll be looking like, I can't put you in this class of that. Like, as much as I like Drake, I can't put you in Kendrick class. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that wrote for you. Yeah, the product the song was dope, but when we break it down, you're not a Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I like Drake though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I guess at the end of the day, that's amongst like your peers, like the photographer's photographer or the that type of thing, or the rapper's rapper. But at the end of the day, it's all for the client. The client, the only person that care about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff they don't know in the back end.
Yeah, the back end where, the other people, the old school basketball heads, like, man, get out of here. Old school rappers like, man, they got everybody right now. They Milli Vanillis.
But that's what the business owner versus the true artist.
Yeah,
kind of comparison.
Man, my brother told me something. I always go quote my brother. He was like, man, artists look for inspirations. Professionals go to work. So it's like at the end of the day, you still got to be a professional. The client needs what the client needs. I don't care. They don't care about no purists. They paid $100, probably $1,000 for a service. Yeah. They just want what you promote on your page. The closest thing to it.
So let's actually touch on that. Especially at weddings. It may take me a while, but for clients that you may do an event or a wedding, and they text you like either the same day or the next day, can I have some pictures? Like, for people that don't know, how long is usually the process of editing and retouching?
Okay, events take me 1 to 3 days. Usually I can turn an event in 1 day. Like, it just depends. So, like, events is easy because we doing global edits, and plus I'm shooting. Usually what I'm shooting on the camera is kind of close to what I'm giving the client. Right. So I'm dialing in numbers so precise to where I don't have to do so much back end on. I'm just bump the clarity up. I got presets already set up for me, like in my Capture One, to where it's like I could get those out quick. So events, but it depends on the event. Like I had a couple events. I had galas that I had to do. I had one at the Mocha, then I had one for Cleveland Playhouse gala like last weekend, to where that one I gave them like 1,000 pictures and at the gala, because this was like just one of the top events I ever did. So it was like I wanted to make sure that one, which I make sure all of them is, but like the categorizing everything. So I could do like a lounge or a club or something like that, something quick, like an hour. If I'm there for an hour, I'll knock that stuff out quick, boom, boom, send it to them. Not that saying I'm not taking the same type, but it's like I know it to the T on how to retouch it, send it to them. But but if I'm taking like those galas and I'm there for 5.5 hours, oh yeah, you about to get some. I'm getting this, and then this gonna be categorized this time, this place, this part of the event, this, the performance, the speakers, all of that. So that'd be one thing. But it don't take long. Weddings, that's another thing. I tell people 30 days. 30 days. 30 days on weddings. Because, like, sometimes I have to sit there and everything got to be clear. It may take me a day and a half to do a wedding or a day to do a wedding. But everything had to be clear because I got to bust these weddings down. You know what I'm saying? Like, weddings is for real. And plus, like, software has advanced so much. So this is one thing. If I could ever tell anybody, if you could bookmark this too, it's a software that I told a lot of my compadres about. And this will save you all's life when it comes to retouching. It's called eVoto. EVOTO. Take that with you. Love it. Y'all will appreciate that. Y'all will probably pay my subscriptions or give me more credits for eVoto if you haven't done it. eVoto is it's the dopest thing. It allows you not to go to Photoshop. So like the software that I use is Capture One, and I use Capture One and Infinity Photo, but I'll use Capture One, eVoto, Affinity Photo, Photoshop, like within those 4. But what Capture One is Lightroom, but it's a different software, raw software. And then eVoto would be, I would say it like this, for the people who use Lightroom and Photoshop, you would use Lightroom to bring it in for color grading, and then you would take it to eVoto. Then you would take it to Photoshop for any fine tuning. But a lot of times now, you would go from Lightroom to eVoto. It wouldn't even hit Photoshop because of what eVoto does. It does skin retouching. It cleans the backdrop out. It cleans glare out the glass, fray hairs. It cleans up everything for you. It dodges and burns, and you scale it like Lightroom. But everything is on a credit base. So you may spend like $200 for 1,200 credits. But one credit is for one picture. So if you giving people packages like, well, all right, I'm charging, let's say $300 for 5 edits. Yeah. Guess what? 5 edits, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing. Like, eVoto eat up all of that type of stuff. Wow. And it batches files. So if I had to do 20 edits, whatever I did to that one edit as far as cleaning the face, all of that stuff, I could batch that over 20 files. So it's like, you could be holding your hands like this and it'll create the whole entire edit for you still. And I'm anti-AI, but that program right there, I done made so much bread off of that. Just even when it comes to corporate headshots or school shots, eVoto, top notch. So please tap into that. That is the best. It hit the backdrops for you, preserves the shadows. So it clean up the whole backdrop for you. You know how our backdrops and white backdrops? Yeah. Clean up the backdrops and preserve the backdrop for you. So it's, man, come on, man.
I have to check. I've seen them because I'm always at different masterminds, conferences out the city. Those was one of the vendors. I didn't get a chance to check them out, but I'm familiar with them. And then also Imagine.
I keep hearing about Imagine AI.
That's what I first heard before.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out, though. I want to upgrade my equipment first before I go in and add more stuff into it. Yeah. Because, like, my equipment is, like, the software is so advanced that you don't have to have crazy advanced equipment. So I'm running with Apple M1, my Apple Mini M1. So it's handling everything, but I'm starting to feel like, and that's where I had to learn, because when I first started out editing, I wasn't editing on a computer. I was editing on an iPad Pro. Okay. So that's why I was dealing with Affinity Photo, because it was the most advanced editing software for photographers. So that's why I was like, I've never been a Photoshop person. So
do you feel like it's better than Lightroom Mobile?
Oh, Capture One is by far.
Capture, but not Affinity.
Well, Affinity is better because Affinity is like Photoshop. It's more Capture One, and Lightroom is for raw editing. So I could batch hundreds and hundreds of files in Capture One and Lightroom. But with Capture One, I could shoot tethered through Capture One and on the iPad on what's the name. So like Capture One is great for like how those files come through raw, and you got layers. You could play with layers and the tethering. The tethering if you don't use Capture One for nothing else, you're gonna use it just to tether through. Period. So and it moves lightning quick on you. So it's just like, man, I could take my iPad and my iPad Pro and shoot Capture One and tether and shoot live and tether live. And it, man, I ain't gonna get me started with Capture One. That's what I tell people. I was like, look, I know y'all like. This is how if you had to, because Capture One was with this company called Phase One. Then they switched it to Capture One. So if I ever had to compare Capture One and Lightroom, like I think my brother said it best. He was like, Lightroom felt like a computer engineer made Lightroom. Capture One felt like a photographer made Capture One. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they catered to the photographer on Capture One. Like they knew the tweaks, everything that a photographer needed in a raw software in editing program. And that's where Capture One come in. It just, man, whew, when you start playing with that clarity and the highlights, man, it's like those little things just make it so live.
Yeah.
So it's dope.
I do have a question I have been asking, creative and artists. If your creative process were a weather forecast, how would you describe it? Like for me, I would say mine is like that light drizzle rain on a warm sunny day. Going back to that cool and warm, it's like a balance, because that too much heat, be sweating, but like the rain kind of cools it off. But it's very light and subtle, where it's refreshing.
Man, golden hour in the morning, or like in the early morning. Like I love, like I shoot Nikon, so Nikon is the way they render colors, man. Like, cause it's like more of like a outdoor camera anyway. It's more for like landscaping and stuff like that. But I mean, we use it for portrait work and events and all of that. But
I use it for everything.
Yeah, but it's truly how like it renders with the colors, with your reds, your blues, your greens. Like it's just it's just beautiful. So like when my style of photography is more like rich colors. Like I love black and white. I love my black and whites, but like I love like, I don't know, like a dark, rich tone. Like I love playing with shadows. I love like low key editorial shots. So like I would say, I don't know, it had to be maybe more so in the nighttime maybe. Like I would go, if it was weather time, it would be like, I don't know, something at night, something like what's the green stuff that be in the sky, the northern lights or something like that.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, it would probably be in that type of phenomenon, and that's usually where I go for, man. Like when I shoot, it's the thing that what I do when I shoot, and I was thinking of this. I was like, I don't shoot the same. I don't have the same hookup every single time I shoot. I got like maybe 6 different modifiers I roll with, and none of my shoots is the same. Like I don't place the lights every single. Like I know different type of setups, but a lot of times, like man, they be different. Like I'll see a person there, I'm like, I'm not gonna do this the same way. I'm gonna do this way. So a lot of times it's like, man, I'm changing up so much stuff when I'm shooting. Like, and that's what helps me with photography. Like, because all it is just crafting light. Photography means to paint with light. That's right. I'm not about to paint the same exact way every time I see a client. Like, certain things pull me differently. Like, I don't know. I'll figure out so much stuff, or I'll see something like right when I'm shooting, I'm like, oh no, we're going to switch this. We're going to do this. And then that's where it's like, I get a lot of people who always ask me, man, how do you do that with the light? How do you do that? Well, what are you doing, like, with your light? And I'm always here to show people, but that's the next phase of me. Like, I want to do it, like, kind of like I hate to call it a master class because I'm not a master, but just, I want to show people my perspective on how I know how to craft light.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen. I got some stuff in the works too. So.
My dog,
yeah,
man.
hey.
Yeah.
All about it.
Yeah.
But speaking of, more about adjusting, so let's kind of compare like your business and the personal. Was there a creative project that was a commercial failure but a personal triumph?
Commercial
Failure,
but
personal triumph.
Personal triumph. Oh, did I do something that was? I'm gonna tell you this, and this was a while ago too. And we gotta go through these things.
That's right. It's a journey.
And one of my biggest teachers was the clubs, and people don't understand this. Look, I'm gonna tell you this.
A low light.
It ain't just the low light. The clubs is the most chaotic situation you could ever shoot in. So if you could ever shoot in a club effectively, marketably, and great, you damn near could shoot in any situation. And I remember it was this one time, and I'm not the type of person, I don't be crashing out or getting to my emotions about certain stuff.
Yeah.
But this time, it just I didn't know, like and this is how you know you cold at photography. And this was in my novice years. And I'm still novice, but this is truly in my beginning years. This might have happened in 2019 before the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I was at Medusa. And for whatever reason, my speed light wouldn't work. And I'm in Medusa, and it's dark, and they looking for another photographer to shoot in the clubs. And I did good. I did decent the first time, but they wanted me to come back out to do some more. And I'm like trying to appease everybody, all of that type of stuff. I'm salty. I can't. My speed light is this the source of my light. I'm like, oh. I left the club. I'm like, man, I can't do this, man. And they was like, man, where you go? They like, man, we need you, bro. Yeah. I'm like, man, my light ain't registered to my camera, bro. Like, I can't do nothing, man. And I went on the gram. I put up a post, man. I'm salty, man. This got me crushed. Blah 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 blah. Stephen Midget hit me up in the DM. He was just like on some like brick bruh, little bruh type vibe. Like on some just schooling me. Like, bro, you just get you something else. You get you one of these little light ones, or you up your ISO. At the end of the day, remember, you still working for a client. They got to get something. Whether it's bad or good, man, you can make it work. You just got to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And I got the little thing that he said is like this little light thing that you put on your camera just in case if you just need light or whatnot. And I made sure that I was well prepared. So like anytime, that was a personal triumph because it reshifted like me serving the client correctly. Like knowing what I know now, I would have never left the client. I would have stayed in and just, if I would have sent them all pictures that was just high ISO, I would have sent them high ISO, or I would have did some creative stuff now that I know. But for the most part, that was, to me, it was a personal triumph talking to him about that because it just reshifted. It was like, man, get out of your feelings, man, bro. Just take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was something that helped me. But when it comes to photography or anything, I'm going to tell you, that was the very last time that ever happened to me when it comes to leaving. Like, that was the only time that ever happened. Because now it's like, man, you ain't a dope photographer until something go wrong.
We all prefer things a certain way, like groceries. If you want groceries just how you like them, you gotta try Instacart. They have a new preference picker that lets you pick how ripe or unripe you want your bananas. Shoppers can see your preferences up front, helping guide their choices. Because when it comes to groceries, the details matter. Instacart. Get groceries just how you like.
Every idea starts with a problem. Warby Parker's was simple. Glasses are too expensive. So they set out to change that. By designing glasses in-house and selling directly to customers, they're able to offer prescription eyewear that's expertly crafted and unexpectedly affordable. Warby Parker glasses are made from premium materials like impact-resistant polycarbonate and custom acetate. And they start at just $95, including prescription lenses. Get glasses made from the good stuff. Stop by a Warby Parker store near you.
Man, it's been plenty of times where, man, I forgot a trigger where I only had to work with my speed light. Or I had to do something impromptu where I only had a little bit of equipment and I had to make it work. Yeah. And I had to make it work at a high level to where it's like, man, everything that you was taught gonna kick in. It's gonna kick in because you get this anxiety of like failing to where it's like, you gotta, all right, let's get it together now. All right, what am I gonna use? Okay, I ain't got this. Oh, okay. Oh, it's still light outside. I'm gonna put them next to these big windows and let that soft light come in and get the shots that I need and kill them. And now they love it. Boom. When I knew I was gonna when I knew I wasn't gonna kill this, I got to figure out any and every type of way to make a soft box out of nothing and finagle these type of shots. Man, once it got to that point, I don't care what situation I'm in. The only thing I ever be like, if somebody flew me out and I forgot my batteries, let's knock on some wood. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody flew me out and I forgot my batteries and I got to shoot right then and there. Like, or I forgot memory cards or something. I did that plenty of times where I had to turn around.
Man, I luckily sometimes have two. I be like, oh, y'all ready?
Yeah. But it make you double check your stuff now, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, listen. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's that's treacherous, man.
But that's the importance of backups, you know?
Yeah.
Backups to everything. Backup battery,
and experience.
backup SD.
Experience. My dad was just telling me, he was like, man, I'm telling you, man, nothing teach you like experience. Yeah. So it's like, as much as the advice I could give people, man, experience is going to be your best teacher, man. Because you know, if you're passionate about something, you're not so quick to give up, you know you're not going to do this again. Or you're going to try your best to. It's going to be in your mind to, hey, yeah, so.
Yeah, like going back to what you said earlier, having that confidence, like, you know, a lot of people are like younger shooters, you know, under me that I kind of mentee or mentor, you know, that's my mentees, you know, I always invoke that confidence. I'm like, just imagine, you know, we on the shoot and I'm not even near, just do your best. I mean, because, I mean, most of the time we're in the heat of the moment, you know, I'm hyper-focused. I can't help you sometimes. So you just do your best. I'm be there to back you up when I can, but just do your best.
Yeah.
So, you know, having those, I mean, there's things that happen to me on shoots where I'll be like, what the?
Man.
And it's just like, the client would never know. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, they never know.
Never know.
Man, look, them clients don't know nothing.
To keep your cool and confidence.
Yeah, because if they see you break, man.
Right.
Especially on weddings. Oh
my goodness.
Man, I remember the first wedding I had. 26 people. It was 26 people. And the wedding started at 2. The bride didn't get to the house until 2. The lights in the church was out and it was raining. We had to have the service outside.
In the rain.
In the rain.
In the rain.
26 people. 26 people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was I did it. I knocked it out. That was cool. Like I like weddings. Weddings is dope. I'm about to start promoting more weddings.
Yeah.
Because most people don't see me promoting weddings, but I do a lot of weddings though.
Yeah. Like 50 was my first portrait photo shoot. My first wedding was $800. Would I charge that now? No.
Yeah, my first wedding
and I had a team. I paid a team, you know.
Oh.
I had a team of 2.
Yeah.
And yeah, after doing all that and spending time editing, that first wedding took me almost 3 months to edit.
Yeah, yeah. Because you doing your best to appease this client. Like you probably just, man, when I be editing them, man, I'm not knocking pimples off your whole body on every single client.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you 1,000. Like, at first I used to get like close to 2,000 shots on weddings. Not doing it no more.
Right.
Like, I'm looking at people packages is now, it's like they giving like around like between 700 and 900 shots. And once I start seeing that, I'm like, man, that makes so much sense. Like, a lot of this stuff is overkill. I'm shooting the same thing 4 or 5 times.
even if they have 4 or 5 good shots, like, man, I'm here to present you a story.
That's right, yeah.
You know, so it's like nobody's looking at 2,000 shots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
We are.
we are.
We are.
But no, like, it's so much overkill with it to where it's just like, here, I just want to give you this, but they're going to be 900 fire shots.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to make sense, you know? So it's like, once I start kind of scaling down like that, because think about it, when you do a wedding book, it's not 900 shots in a wedding book.
Right.
But the story of the whole wedding is in the wedding book. So you might get 40 to 60 shots in that wedding book.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the wedding book looked great because everything felt so good in that, man. Oh.
Yeah, that's something I had to learn. Like, I was almost 3,000 collectively. Like, oh,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
no.
it's overkill. It's overkill.
For 800.
Yeah, for 800.
Man,
Yeah.
I like, from the time I had to put into that wedding, and even gave him a free wedding book. But knowing what I know now,
it ain't happening.
after paying staff, I came out of pocket. My first
Yeah,
wedding.
you did.
But that's an investment for my future.
Yeah, absolutely. So you needed to, but we gotta go through. It's all growing pains, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go through that stuff. Like, I done went through, so I go through stuff now. But I know the amount of stuff I'm willing to go through and what I'm not willing to go through.
Yeah.
It's so easy for me to say no now. I don't care. Even if I need it, I'm not saying yes to certain things. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But it's like, no, I'm not. No. Because it's too much to come with those yeses. Because if I say yes to you for this situation, you got me forever. And you balling, you juried up and all of this type of stuff. And you still trying to cut a deal. You still want pennies on the dollar because most people don't value what we do for real.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know the real value of it because I think, like, to what we do, we all undercharging for real. If we really wanted to open the market up and band together and just be a union for real, like, where the price ain't never going under this, man, it's a luxury expense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to look at the market of Cleveland and be like, okay, boom. Like, that's what I had to do when I had to think about the money end of it. I had to look at Cleveland market. Like, okay, I want to up it to this, but I also have to be careful because I still want clients. So I had to find that corporate price and that customer price. So I had one where I had the corporate price all the way up here, but these people paying for that. You can't even, some corporates, you can't even charge low what you think you would because they wouldn't take you serious.
Right.
So you have to charge up here because they got the budget and they got to spend it for this. So, all right, hey, this is why I charge y'all for this. You know, I know what y'all using this all for. So guess what? This is the price.
That's
you know?
right.
So, but I had to look at it other way to where it's like everybody ain't got that budget and I can't figure out if they do or they don't. So let me hire my prices up, but keep it a little lower so I can get everybody. So
I kind of want to speak on that. Like, how do you price for profit but still be competitive?
Once I started seeing everybody prices, I started looking at it. I needed to find out something that was comfortable for Ned to where it's like, I feel like because it got to a point where I was doing so much and I wasn't fulfilled with what I was doing. Because I'm like, man, I'm here doing a lot for you. And I'm so nice. I'll just say yes to anything. No, I'm not doing that. You're going to either pay this or you're not going to pay this. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool for me. I was scared to say $350 for a photo shoot. Like, no. I was like, this might be too much, or you probably can't afford this, or I'm going to make this comfortable for you. I'm going to figure it out for you. But whether they spend $200 or $350 or $500 is a luxury expense. Nobody has to take, cell phone's so good now, anybody can find good light and just take a good picture of their family and post it up. You could get a poster or a canvas of 24 by 36 off of a cell phone image now.
Yeah.
So you don't technically need a photographer, but
they ain't photographers. So it's like, man, we crafting light. We doing things. We are specialists at what we do. We not taking. We not. We ain't taking pictures. We create moments. So it's like those is timeless. So like now I approach it like I don't even want a cell phone to even be able to take the capabilities of what I'm doing. So it's like mine's had to be a certain type of way. So because this is catching up to us so fast.
Right.
So it's like I got to a point, man, where it was just like, man, this is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I had to speak it. Like I jumped my event prices up to, what was it, $275 an hour with a 2-hour minimum. And then if people was like, well, I just need you for 1 hour, then it's $350. You see what I'm saying? So it was like once I got that in my mind, and that's what I was comfortable with, that's where I'm at right now.
Right.
Until I'm somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, there might be times where, I may do something, hey, I might be charging this, So everything, I ain't going to say, that's what I stand on. What I feel like doing is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think I don't want people to get that confused. It's like, man, I charge what I want to charge. Like, you don't have to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I charge accordingly. But my base price is my base price. Now, you might catch me when I'm feeling happy today and I just love people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So take it. This is a blessing. God bless you. Because God has truly blessed me in every way. So, like, man, I got a big heart to do certain things, but, man, I stand on that. I stand on who I am because I give people the options, you know, like, and I'm not a greedy person when it comes to money. Like, I had to do a consultation with somebody on a wedding joint. My bad, man. This cage right here.
Uh-oh.
I had to do a consultation with somebody on a wedding joint, and they wanted me right then. They was like, I'm not going to go to the next person. But I'm like, man, that's my dog. Go to her. Go get your consultation with her. Because she might have a package that you actually need for real, like where it come with everything with it. And she's a great photographer. So weigh out your options all the way. Yeah, do I want that hat? Because now weddings, I asked for half. So that was like $14.50.
Yeah.
You know, but, man, I just believe what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So it's like I'm never going to go against what's right because that's going to eat away at me. Go and do your due diligence with your people. And if you want to come back to me, I'm right here, you know, so that's how I be feeling about things.
That's right, man. Man, wealth of knowledge, man. Great conversation.
My dog.
Definitely appreciate you, like, man, because I'm thinking, like, man, it's not being alone in this journey and kind of, you know, hearing like the same experiences and stories, you know, that I had to go through. So it's always good, man. Like, first photographer that I interviewed, for real.
Oh, this is awesome, man.
Actually, my first male interview since I've been doing interviews. So.
Hey, this is dope, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I currently charge for event photography, $250 hourly.
Dope. Yeah.
I kind of had, you know, like day rates or half day rates and then also day rates where you kind of, you know, get a discount. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people always try to, well, don't get it, you know. Or like even like a wedding, like your price is more than a venue. But I also looked at the venue.
Yeah,
you know?
Look at the venue that they at. Yeah.
Right, so I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But this is the lowest I could go for this hour. You know, I still got to pay staff. I even, you know, I told them, I'm like, working with two people, you know, they're cutting back on price. You know, I can only do a couple hours now, or they're like, man, I'm still down, whatever you need. So it's like having that team and people, like, they're both mentees, so, you know, they're still learning as well.
Right.
But they're good, and I trust them. That's why they're there. And, you know, so I'm very thankful for, you know, my network, people that trust in me to, you know, do their events, or even if they need, you know, advice.
I will tell you this. When it comes to negotiating your prices with wedding photography, don't. The DJ music is going to be played. That music over.
Right.
The cake got eaten. The venue, we already kicked it to where we could kick it. We can't feel that kick it no more.
Yeah.
The dress is already worn. The tuxedos is already worn. Them pictures is forever. You know what I'm saying? Your job is truly the most important job out of everybody there, because they counting on these memories for the rest of their life.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like a videography, and I'm not knocking videographers, but a videographer is 5 minutes. These pictures, they could take each one of these pictures. Somebody in that wedding is going to pass away. You know what I'm saying? These is memories. That's why we take the pictures of the family. We take all of these type of pictures. And your wedding, the job of the wedding photographer is the most important job at the wedding, because we were responsible for forever. So you have to be firm in your pricing. So you can't let up on individuals, or you can't let up on your business, because like that's important, man. Just don't do it, because we got too much responsibility within that particular event.
Man, that's true, and that's amazing. I appreciate you for coming out and doing this.
Man, my pleasure, bro.
I know you just came from a shoot,
Yeah.
Getting it in.
Yeah, that's what we do, man.
That's right. And last question. I want to close it out for all my business owners and entrepreneurs that's starting their journey. What advice would you give them for a new entrepreneur starting out?
The main advice I would give you, first, put everything to God. Give everything to God first. I can't do none of this stuff if God was not involved in this. Like, I would find another way to try to think of it, but it's truly because I prayed on this and I talked to God and asked him for this first. That was the number one thing. So I would say that's the first and foremost. The second thing I would say is always have fun. If you're chasing money, it's not going to be fun. The money is going to come. Just keep constantly building your craft and having fun. And if you keep doing that and building your craft and having fun, man, you'll be so prosperous no matter what. And it might not even be the money that make you prosperous. It's just like the joy of people, helping people, being an asset to people. Like, that is truly like my heart's passion. If I wasn't doing this, I would probably be a chef. I just wanted to do something. I jumped into photography mainly because I wanted to have a million conversations with a million people. And however I could have that, that's what I wanted. So if this was an easy way for me to talk to people and to find out something unique about people, this was the career choice that was for me. So I praise God that I had this opportunity to be who I am at this point and still grow. So just keep constantly being that student, and please keep God first, and you'll be all right.
Man. Again, appreciate you. Thank you.
My dog, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yes. I'm just going to close it out with shouting out my business, Eyez Photos Media. And for more information, check out alienizephotos.com. And, check out some of my gallery work. Or if you want to book me, or even, chat on the phone. I do small business coaching for new entrepreneurs, or if you want to have an ideation session, bounce ideas off each other on a higher level. And I definitely want to, give gratitude and appreciation to my media partners. I'm here at Launch Arts, where we're recording, Launch Arts Media, and then also the Pull-Up Experience, where we also interview a lot of entrepreneurs around the city of Cleveland. But we've been traveling, so we're now global. Well, national. I ain't going to say global yet. National. So, again, this is photographer Jackson, Steve Jackson, or most people know me as Alien. And I have PhotoCred Ned Sanders in the building.
Please tap in. Tap in,
yes.
man. We appreciate you.
And then right before we go, where can the people find you?
I shoot over at, I'll give you my Instagram handle. It's PhotoCred Ned, PhotoCredNed. That's my Instagram. And
I shoot over at Lounge's Content Studio. So that's where my studio is currently at. That's over on 1547 St. Clair Avenue, 4414. And yeah, that's where I'm at. So, but I'm always all around. So you will find me probably outside somewhere at these Wade Oval events and all of that, taking shots or having a drink with you all. So, you know.
Hey, that's right. And then also I want to just pitch this. Evoto, if you're listening, anybody from Evoto, get with my man for the affiliate link. He need an affiliate link.
Thank you. Please do, because I got to re-up on the credits.
Hey, man. We're going to make it happen. Again, for everybody that's tuning in, we are signing out. Peace.
Peace.
There's one place for the newest drops in wellness and performance and the biggest sale of the year. It's The Drop by GNC, curating the best of what's new, handpicked by the pros who know what works. And right now, get it all, buy one, get one 50% off during the semi-annual Live Well sale. From crushing workouts to leveling up your nutrition and everything in between, get the best deals on the latest innovations. All the newness is all on sale right now during the Live Well sale on The Drop by GNC.
Guys, it's no use putting it off. The best time for an underwear refresh is now. Tommy John underwear is designed for a perfect fit that stays put all day. There's zero chafe thanks to 4 times more stretch than competing brands. And their innovative horizontal quick draw fly is a game changer. With over 30 million pairs sold, there are thousands of men out there more comfortable than you. Don't settle for less. Go to TommyJohn.com today for 30% off site-wide with code COMFORT. That's TommyJohn.com/comfort. Tommy John. Comfort perfected.
A password manager should be the first security purchase you make for your team. Why? Because compromised passwords are the #1 way bad actors attack companies, and small businesses are their favorite targets. But unlike a lot of security challenges, passwords actually have a pretty simple solution. 1Password lets you manage all your business's credentials, so you can feel confident that your data stays secure as your company grows. Find out more at 1password.com/special offer and start securing every login.